What's up, YouTube? It's NFT Jeff here, aka Jeffery Banek, and today we're going to be talking about scams 101 and how to avoid them. That's right. All we're going to be talking about is you've heard them, you've seen them. We're going to be talking about how to avoid scams and how to make sure that you don't fall prey to one of them. See you inside. What's up, YouTube? So today we're talking about NFT scams and how to avoid them. These are one of the most common things that are going on right now because there's really not any police out there to say no. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, there are, but they're not really paying attention to crypto right now or NFTs. And because of that, scammers are running rampant and they're stealing millions of dollars, maybe hundreds, maybe even, I mean, who knows? It's up there. I'm going to show you one case where one person lost $6.6 million just from one scammer. And this is just one person that's willing to step forward and talk about their actual L they took. So today we're going to be breaking it down, how to avoid these scams, what not to ever do so you don't get caught. Because one thing, as you may or may not know, once you hit that send button, once you have their wallet and it sends it to them or whatever, if they get access to your wallet, it's over. There's no reset button. So with that, today we're going to go ahead and get started. First things first, number one, the most important thing. I'm going to say this one more time. The most important thing, never give out your seed phrase or secret word. It's usually about 12 keywords that when you set up your wallet, especially using MetaMask, that they're going to give you that have to be placed in a certain order and spelled correctly. Now, this is the ultimate key to your wallet. So let's say you're using MetaMask. Once you create your wallet, or once you create, for every time you log into a browser, you know, like it's a new browser, they're going to ask you that one time for your secret passphrase because you're for the first time connecting that browser to your wallet. Okay, so when you upload MetaMask for the first time, if you already have your secret pass or your phrase, it's going to ask for that. Or there'll be another option where you can choose it and you'll start from scratch and it'll give you your actual seed phrase. So don't ever give that away. No one is going to ever ask for that unless they're trying to rip you off. So never give away your seed phrase. You're only going to use it really one time. That's the first time you create that MetaMask / Chrome or whatever browser, I believe it's only Chrome, that you can use. And then from then on, you'll just require your password to be able to log in. Your password gives access to that browser, but it's not like your secret phrase or your secret seed phrase. That gives ultimate ownership. If they have that, they have you. So never give out your seed phrase. I literally can't say that enough. I'm gonna say it one more time. Never give out your seed phrase. All right. Second of all, I see all the time people posting their wallet IDs. Now, usually a wallet ID is nothing to worry about giving out because they can only sort of send you money or send you stuff, NFTs. You know, the problem is I've actually seen a couple times now where hackers go in and they hard code into the NFT the ability to access your wallet. So especially if you try and sell that NFT. So a lot of times people are going, oh, we got this project. Hey, we got all these NFTs, and they'll give out a bunch of NFTs and hope that you're going to try and post it on OpenSea. And when you do, that initiates a code to get them access to your wallet, and they can literally take everything from you, your crypto, your NFTs. And for a lot of people, that's life-changing. You know what I mean? So please pay attention when you're doing this. If something's too good to be true, good chance it is. Research it first. Why are these people giving me these NFTs? You know, what doesn't make sense? Am I a promoter and they want me promoted? And especially if they're just dropping stuff in your wallet without even talking or engaging with you, be careful. Not saying it can't be a great thing. I had a buddy the other day just talked to me. He was part of a project and got like a free drop. It's like 32K. So don't get me wrong. If you're part of a project, that makes sense, but just random stuff in your wallet and don't ask and beg for stuff. Like, I mean, it's never going to work out. And the chance someone's going to just give you an NFT that's worth thousands just because you're cool probably is not going to happen. So anyway, just want to talk about that. Another thing, when you're researching NFTs, you want to try and check out NFTs that are priced really high at mint, that don't dox their team, that are copying other people's artwork, that might even be using a celebrity that you've never heard of promote an NFT before. All of a sudden they're like, NFTs, check this out. Could be legit. check it out, especially when I feel that if it's like a copycat program, like if you see it looks just like Bored Ape Yacht Club, but a little bit different, or like Cool Cats or something like that, or even CryptoPunks. You've seen them on Solana. They had like Solana Punks and Solana Apes, I believe they called them. And they were literally copies. And they wind up being rug pulls. And a rug pull is this, though everything will be legit up to the actual just after the minting. The Discord will be intense, the Twitter will be live, the website will be good, everything's good. The problem is most of the time these people have no commitment to go past the launch. Like they literally, as soon as the launch is over, they've sold out their mint, maybe their whitelist too, boom, they're gone. They're out of there. And they'll close down the Discord. They'll turn off they'll deactivate their Twitter. Websites will go dead. Everything, and you won't be able to get a hold of them. And like I said before, there are no crypto police right now. There are no NFT police, no NFT FBI, none of that stuff right now. It will happen in years to come, but right now it's a wild west when it comes to this, and that's why I want to make this video. One of our guys in my group, my Facebook group, NFTs for Newbies, he wound up losing $1,000 today because something I'm going to talk about in just a little bit. So that's basically rug pulls. This is people doing everything with the intent to, as soon as the mint's over, not go any further than that. Like everything up to that will be super legit. So you have to be careful. And the for me, one of the key indicators is when the founding people aren't doxxed. If they're not out there and they're not telling you who they are. And yeah, you could still fake that. Don't get me wrong, devil's advocate. But still, just the fact that there's real people and there's names attached to them gives me a better sense compared to someone who's just using like an avatar and some, gamer tag or something like that. So just keep this in consideration. Again, none of this is 100% foolproof, but I just want to arm you with the things that can save you, because if it looks suspicious for a minute, take a step back. And this, I'm only saying this because I've seen so many people be taken advantage of. So anyway, another thing, OpenSea.io. If you go here, one of the common scams that's going on is people will do things like they'll make it very similar to this. Let's see if I can even find one right now. Bored Ape. But usually they've gotten real good about watching it, but you'd come in and you'd see one that would say something similar. It might be Bored Apes Yacht Club. And what they will do is they'll take a screenshot of this, or they'll make Photoshop this so it looks like there's verified. But you see one thing that won't happen, and that's part of OpenSea's verification process, is when you hover over it, it shows verified. So if you ever see a logo and you're worried if it's not legit, if you hover over it just alone, that'll be able to tell you if it's verified or not. A lot of times too, if it's a fake site and you start going into it, they'll screenshot the images, but the prices will just be ridiculous. So if we go to buy now, and it's set already here low to high, the floor right now is freaking 35.9 ETH. So if you think the rest of the floor, if you see the floor is, even 15, I'd be hesitant in it. And you'll see multiples at lower price too. That's one of the things they do, is it's not just one or two. It'd be like 15 at 15, because they're hoping you're going to come in here. You're not going to pay attention. You're going to hit it. You're going to buy it. You're not going to check any of these stats out. Another thing too that they won't do is that sometimes their properties won't be set up in here. So it takes a little bit of coding, and you have to do this or you can do this in the actual uploading OpenSea, but it takes a little more work. And let's be honest, a lot of times these guys are lazy. But there was one going around once that people, I believe it was well over 100 Ethereum that was stolen just because they were really close and people weren't paying attention, and they saw the floors low and they got FOMO and they started buying. But check it out. Check out their charts. Check out everything. Go into details. Check out their contract address. See what's going on here. Without getting into too much detail into this, but yeah, you want to make sure that you really break it down and look at the actual NFT itself. Here's some offers. If all of a sudden, usually for stuff that's fake, they won't have a sales history like this, because it's usually put up there one time. So if you saw something like that and it didn't have anything here, I would definitely make sure, because they're not going to sell it back and forth. I mean, they might, but I truly doubt they'd sell it back and forth to themselves just to create a history. You know what I mean? Especially when they're doing this in mass. A lot of times they have to do it fast too, because OpenSea gets onto this stuff quick now. So it's all about, just enough to fool you. So some of the things you want to look at when you're at OpenSea is it verified? Is the price too crazy? Check the contract address. It will be properties won't be there. And here's the other thing you have to be careful about. When you're Googling it, a lot of times they'll outrank the actual site on OpenSea because they'll know better skills about how to rank than they do. Like they'll use like SEO and wording and different stuff like that to be able to get in front of it. So I've Googled before a project and I clicked on it and it was a fake because they gotten, so then if you scroll down one more spot, you'd see it was the real one. And sometimes that's the one thing too, when you look at these projects, a lot of times mind you, there's hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars that are being stolen here. So for someone to think that they won't take the time to make an exact copy of a website, you're wrong. They'll make a copy so damn good, you won't be able to tell one from the other, but it'll usually be one off in like the URL or something. There's be an I, an L instead of an I. Or instead of .com, they have IO, sometimes it can be obvious as that. But these are things you have to learn to train yourself for, because if not, you will fall prey to these scams because they're good people. That's how they're getting this money. It's not like they're just like, the sad thing is the bad ones are working too, but there's a lot of ones out there that even seasoned, we're going to talk about this when we get to Twitter and Discord, seasoned veterans are falling prey to. People that have been doing this since the beginning. So if they get scammed, what's someone like you that's just starting out? I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just pre-warning you so that you'll know what to look out for. So the next thing I want to talk about is Ledger Wallet. Now, we talked about the passphrase, and one of the problems is I've heard all different things. I've heard people tell me, oh, take a picture of it and store it on your phone. Don't do that, because here's the thing. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but I know there is the ability for a hacker to get close enough within range. Like I think it's like 3 or 4 feet of you, and they're able to scan your phone and be able to download all your information, including pictures. So if they see that and they get it, you're done. I've heard people, upload it to the cloud. Because look, here's the thing. How hard is it think about this. Cloud's okay, safe a little bit, but think about it. It's ran by humans. If they went right now and did 0x, which is for Ethereum, the starting of every wallet, and they were able to do a Google search right now on Google, imagine how many wallets they'd find from everybody uploading to the cloud. We're talking probably billions of dollars. You don't think that tempts people? You don't think that could happen? And you don't think there's some hacker out there that can figure something as simple as that to do a search for the 0x? Come on now. I mean, seriously. It's a lot. I mean, don't be wrong. I don't know crap. I'm not a hacker, but I know there's people out there that can pull this stuff off. And do you want to fall prey to it? No. So for a very nominal fee, first of all, don't take this wrong, but if this is a lot of money to you, maybe you shouldn't be thinking about NFTs, because for the Nano, which Russell, my business partner, was nice enough, he bought me this. I was going to buy the X, but I'm in Mexico right now, and I didn't want him to ship it to me. That's another thing. Do not buy ledgers off of Amazon. Buy them off the site. I have a link down below. It's my affiliate link. You can use that if you want. If not, just go to the site, man. Just go to ledger.com. Don't buy it off Amazon, because people will buy, again, hackers will buy these. They'll hack them. They'll repackage it and send it back to you, and you'll think that's okay, and you'll plug it in, and they got you. Because what this does is this allows you to store your seed phrase in a safe environment. A lot of people are like, where do I put it in a safe deposit? No, you get a ledger, okay? The cool thing about the Nano versus the Nano's great. It's just singular function. The problem with the Nano S, again, thank you, Russell, for giving me that present. But the problem with the Nano S, why I wanted the X, was it does a limited amount of coins. It doesn't have the functionality like the Nano X. You can actually trade currency, crypto, on the actual app itself, on the X itself. It has like every coin and every crypto available on it. The app is really cool. It's got an awesome UI. And again, I am an affiliate, but I affiliate only for stuff that I use. And because I use it, I'm putting it out to you. But I highly recommend, this is a hardware wallet or hard wallet. Get one of them, $60, $120. Get one of them, because this right here is going to allow you to feel comfortable about storing your seed phrase and have it in safe. Now, mind you, your disclaimer here or whatever, if someone comes to your house and they break in and they take it from your, that's one, but I'm just letting you know that's the only way they can really get it at that point, unless you give it to them. So don't give out your seed phrase. That's going to be like a quiz at the end of this and be like, what are we going to not ever give out? And you're going to have to say seed phrase, because like, seriously, it's the biggest question running a site for NFT newbies that we do. It's a common thing. That's why I want to make this video. That's why I'm talking about it so much, because it's literally one of the most important things, but one of the biggest mistakes people do, especially when they get in what we're going to be talking about next, which are like phishing scams. Now, one of the things you can do to help verify your project or something, like, first of all, go to Rarity Tools. Now, I like to use Nansen for my own tracking for projects, but this is a great way to just see what's up and coming. And Nansen doesn't help you anymore to know if a project's a little bit legit. But anyway, that's another video. Let's not go there. But so for this one, super easy. You can see what's coming up. I'm pretty sure the features paid extra to be here, just FYI. So then they have yesterday's sales. So then they have today's launches. And it's cool. You can see, but here's something that looks like they're trying to copy off Sevens a little bit. And here's something copied off Bored Apes, Desperate Apes stuff. But anyway, you can see what's coming on. You can see the time they're launching. So here's tomorrow's. So let's just go through here and say we're interested in, let's say we like this guy just because it's different. All right. So we're looking at Blood Moon here. Again, this isn't, I'm just totally randomly picked them out. Don't use this as any type of promotion or anything. It's definitely not. So they're doing 0.7 ETH. Right now, I feel that if anything is up to 0.1 to higher, it has to come with some heat. Okay. If it's 0.1 or higher and it's a no-name project, worry about a rug pull, because a lot of times they'll pump it up enough to get enough people to buy. And because it's such a high price point, they don't need a lot of people to make them stake, so that will definitely happen sometimes. So sometimes that can be the range, but really it's like 0.02 to 0.8 is right now the range for launches usually. So we've got here the time, and then they've got this pre-sale and the sale. Sometimes this will be a whitelist, which is also known as a pre-sale. So next thing you always want to do is check their Discord, check their Twitter, and then check their site. First thing, decent amount of people, not a lot of people online. So that always makes me worry, but I'm not going to join this, but what I would recommend doing is, if you're interested in a project, join the project. See what type of engagement. Is it just the admin talking? Is it the actual people? What type of questions they're asking? What type of engagement do they have? Are they running contests? Are they running memes? What are they doing? What's the community like? That will tell you a lot. It's hard to fake that. It's hard to fake that stuff. I'm not joking. Like, they can have a lot of bots, because like that, 3,000 of those could be bots for all we know. But you can't fake true engagement. So that's one of the things. I mean, you can, but it's really hard. It's a lot of work, and these guys don't want to put that much work in a lot of times. But that's one of the things I recommend right there for the Discord. Minimum 2,000 to 3,000 people in Discord. If they don't have, I went to a project the other day, I was checking it out, and it just they built everything. It was brand new. I think the Discord had a couple hundred people. And I was just like, man, I'll come back and check it out at a later date when there's more people in Discord. Just wasn't enough. And sure, that might be the way to get in early. But if I come in a week later and they haven't even talked about their whitelist or anything, you're still going to get in early. Just be careful getting in too early. Hopefully that makes sense. So anyway, next thing we're going to look at is the Twitter. So Twitter, they got 10,000 followers almost. They're following people here. Look at when their account was made too. That's always a little suspicious. Well, not always. If they had like 60,000 people, I'd be suspicious. This is October 27th. I'm making this now. So, the oldest this could be is 27 days. If they had 30, 60,000, some huge number, I'd worry that might be a fake account. Of course, you can always go to Twitter auction, Twitter audits, go Twitter audits, and you'll find several. There's Twitter audit itself. There's follower audit. These guys are, these are the ones that I usually use. I like this guy, the follower audit, to be honest with you. And what you do is you just bring in and you copy their at, which usually is here we go. Full NFT. Yeah. Same thing. Would have been the same thing. But you come in, copy their at, and then you just put in their username. And I believe follower audit does up to, I believe it's 12,000 for free. I was doing another one earlier on them. 5,000 for free. So that right there would be all, get like half their people or whatever, but it gives you a good idea what they're oh, that's not good. When I went to their site or whatever it was, let me double check that. It did not show up. Oh, blood. Okay. It's weird. They made the site with a date in here, so I think it might be coming up. There you go. Um, stuff I always be careful when your MetaMask pops up right away without checking out the site, because realize as soon as you connect it, there's a possibility they got you. So just be careful. That's very common for that to pop up, but most of the time I'll usually ignore it. I won't let it happen. Because of that, because you can always just go here and sign up again. So just always be careful. Again, this is the video about scams, so be careful. So, and then you go through, look if they have a roadmap, look at their team. I don't like this team. This is not doxed at all. So that it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I don't want to get too much into actual reviewing sites and Twitter and stuff, but just know those are some of the things you want to look for. Again, for their Twitter, 2,000 to 3,000 people is usually a solid number for a project. If it's having 10,000, like this is 10,030, you also want to take that in consideration. If they don't have a total of 10,000 people in their following, what's the chances that they're going to be able to sell out 10,000? If they got 30, 40, 60,000, you got 6 times the amount of people that it's even pieces for, good chance they're going to be able to sell it out. So anyway, that's sort of a little way you can go about just checking stuff out to see how a project feels. All right. So the next thing I want to talk about is faked social media accounts. Twitter is one of the number one spots for NFTs. It's huge. It's if you're not on Twitter and you're NFTs, you're wrong. You got to be on Twitter, man. So here's one of my guys I like. I like gaming. I think gaming is going to really propel NFTs into the future. It's going to be one of the major things that's going to make it explode exponentially. Alex agrees with me in that, and he's really into gaming. He's been blowing up. Great job, Alex, if you happen to watch this. So anyway, this is his real account, and this is his fake account. Real account, fake account, real account, fake account. How would you know the difference? I would have came here. The only difference is AZZ Becker with a little L on the end. With a freaking L, and you barely can see it in the URL right there. You know what I mean? Like, it just, the trick, here's one of the things too. It's a older account to some degree. It's not as old as Alex's. His is March, this one was made, April. So it's got a little bit of date, but that would tell you the most likely to be like, how long's Alex been on Twitter now? Like 2-3 years? What is it? March? Yeah. No, well, couple of years for that account, but anyway, year for that account. So he's got a link tree. Now the reason why I'm bringing this up is one of my guys in my group, NFT for Newbies, and this is the whole reason why I made this video. He got scammed out of this guy for like $1,000. The guy posted out there, mind you, damn it, mind the golden rule. If it's sounds too good to be true, it probably is. He said something like, if you send us X amount of money, we're going to send you X amount of Bitcoin or something in return. I didn't get all of it, man, but that was really the gist of it. Man, he gave him like $1,000, and hopefully that for this guy, it's not like life-changing money, but for some of us, $1,000 is life-changing money, so be careful. Literally one little letter cost him $1,000. And look at it. What's the difference? Don't pay attention to the side stuff because that's different, but look at that, just a little bit bigger. That's it. And the fact I'm not following one and following the other, but here, Alex has got a link tree. This guy's got a link tree. Alex has got his actual website here. This guy's got his, what? Yep, his actual website. He's using the exact website. So that's the other thing. So if you check the website here, it would seem legit. Right? And the sad thing is this guy's got freaking 21K followers. Now, again, those could be a ton of bots. We don't know if you could go check, the authenticators I showed you earlier and find out. But even if it's not, I can guarantee it's probably not, to be honest with you. These are probably people that have been searching. Alex, they're searching him all the time. His Neo Tokyo is blowing up right now. Congratulations on that, buddy. Blowing up. But if you look, what's the difference? It's the exact same. Icons, everything. So you've got to pay attention to this stuff. You got to pay attention to URLs. I just want to bring that to your attention because that's something easy. A lot of people are doing on social media is they're copying people, and then they'll send out like something in Discord a lot of times. And that's the next thing I want to talk about is Discord. Okay. Discord is dangerous. Be careful. First of all, phishing scams. A lot of times they'll send out, hey, they'll say, hey, we've got a early mint coming up, or their pre-launch, and then you'll go to log in, and all of a sudden you'll see the MetaMask will be like, error, I need your seed phrase. When normally what should ask for it? It should ask only for your password, because unless this is the first time that, like I said, you connected to this browser. Once you connect to the browser, you put in one time and then it's done. From that point on, it's always your password. So if they're all of a sudden saying something like that, you're trying to get access, be really careful. Again, if anybody ever asks for your seed phrase, they are trying to rob you. Okay. Another thing is fake links. And I can't tell you what they do because I won't click on them. But if you see something like, a lot of times they'll have .com when it should be .io. They'll have, some of them aren't even like, really, to be honest with you, some of them aren't even good. They'll be like all types of crazy letters and numbers after, and you're like, how is that even close to official, But if you don't pay attention, if you all of a sudden see something like, oh, this one guy did. So this one guy, Stasi, okay? This happened back on October 31st or July 31st, sorry. And props to him for coming out with his L, because let's be honest, getting scammed sucks. But if he didn't share this with people and help to make people aware, I'm sure a lot more people would have fallen prey to this. So, props for him for, turning an L into a W and coming forward and showing people what happened to him. So I'm going to do a little quick review of what happened right here. So first of all, we got a little trail here he made for us. Lost my punks in a bunch of ETH. I was lying in bed yesterday evening. Mine was very foggy, casually browsing, which all of us do because we love this damn thing. Saw this bot in Discord and clicked the link. The site looked like CryptoPunks and had a pop-up that looked like MetaMask, saying something like security was compromised, and asked me to enter my seed phrase to restore the wallet connection to the site. We'll never do that. We'll never, ever, ever do that. You should always have a password. Most of them are going to pretty much auto connect. If you've already logged into your browser and you put in your password and you go to a website or, to Mint or whatever, usually you'll just ask for permission. It'll be a click. Usually it doesn't even make you put in your password, but it might put in a password, never your seed phrase. So saying something like the security is compromised, asking for the seed phrase to restore wallet connection. The whole thing happened like a bad dream. Almost felt like I was hypnotized. The whole zero critical thinking and beyond idiotic. The punks and ETH were gone before I could do anything. 6.6 million. 6 is like 6593 or something was the total of this. And here's an example right here. Here's MetaMask was displaying a phishing warning on the domain. Even had a potential warning on the domain. This guy's been in crypto since 2017, knowing to watch out for this. I can only describe it as being burned out, tired, and frustrating. He had personal issues, poor guy. Imagine losing 6 mil didn't help any. Wow. I was able to transfer wrapped ETH out and spent the night transferring artworks one by one to my friend's wallet. He sent me some ETH to pay for gas. That's it, just him cleaning out the rest of his wallet. And then here is the scammer's CryptoPunks account that they have. Let's see if this is even. So this is actual larbalabs.com, which this is the real one. Oh, this is the actual account that the guy had taken it. And you see it's all emptied out now. But it made 100 total amount earned selling punks. Oh, that hurts. Active 2 months ago. Here's the punks, and he sold them. He sold them for freaking, wow, man. That, at least that one. And then who knows how much crypto he got. So supposedly this, like I said, this was a, I believe he lost more than that. It was interesting. When I had seen this first time, I thought it was like 5 or 6. But anyway, extremely embarrassing. Hope he's off to lick his wounds, whatever. So, if it can happen to this guy, it can happen to you. You gotta pay attention to these things. If it seems too good to be true, it probably is. So yeah, so we got for Discord, for Twitter, fake links, phishing scams, trying to get you to give information, Discord bots that will come up, and hey, guess what? We've got they're playing on your FOMO, man. They're playing on your FOMO. They're like, we've got a limited time only. Black Friday's coming up here. Maybe we're having a Black Friday whitelist and get in now. They'll ask for your seed phrase. They'll ask you to send money to get on the whitelist sometimes. You never know. You never know what just if it sounds too good to be true, check it out. Now, mind you, with that being said, there are stuff that require quick action, but I'd rather be late than be sorry, if you know what I mean. So another thing, up in the top corner, left corner of MetaMask, it will actually say the difference. It will say if you're minting, it will say if you're sending Ethereum. So check that out. So if all of a sudden you go through and you're looking at your gas fees, look at the top. Does it say minting? Does it say sending? Because you could be sending that amount that you think you're minting on a site. It's another thing you got to watch out for. I mean, there's tons of these. So I'm just coming up with some of the most popular ones that are happening now and how you can avoid them. So one of the things you need to watch out for is sometimes when you are sent NFTs or when people get your wallet, they can, when you get in certain NFTs, the NFT themselves will, because of the coding, the hard coding the hackers will put in there, will give them access. So one of the things you want to do is you want to see how clean your wallet is. So what you're going to want to do is go to dbank.com. So you're going to go to dbank.com right here. Boom. You're going to click connect your wallet. You're going to click connect your wallet. What do you know? It doesn't ask for my password. It just chooses which of the wallets I want to connect. And then you connect it. Boom. Connected. And done. Bang. All right. So now it's connected. Again, it's not going to ever ask for your seed phrase unless you haven't, like if you shut down your computer and turned it on, it'll probably ask for your password, but I've been logged in already to other sites. So the next thing you're going to do is go to profile. You're going to go to approval and see, and this is one of the things we do too, is we don't keep a lot of Ethereum or any special NFTs. Like in our company account, we have roughly about 4.5 to 6 million in punks and kongs and all types of stuff. Which I'm going to be going over our wallet actually live and showing you some different things that we have. But we don't keep our important stuff. We have, what we call almost a safety wallet, or what I call as a safety wallet, which it's easy to make wallets. You just have to you realize you can do it a couple ways. If you click right here, you can click on this little drop down and you can create an account or import an account. But then that account is tied to this seed phrase. So if for any reason that seed phrase gets compromised, all those wallets are compromised as well. So just think about that. But if you disable MetaMask and re-able it, you can make multiple wallets that way. It's a pain in the butt, but I think I've got 6 different wallets myself. I don't know how many Russell has, but there's nothing wrong with it. And we like to do a safety wallet. Okay, we'll keep a couple grand in there, not more than 10 ever. We always take anything above 10 out. No important NFTs, some of the ones for crypto llamas and stuff that are important we have on this account. But if somebody hacked it and shut it down, it's not like we're losing a punk or a Kong or something like that. So you come in here and what you're going to see here is we have no one's attached to this contract. And what it would do is it would show you what the type of name of the contract is right here. It would show how much they're allowed to take out, which usually if it's corrupted, it will say infinite, so they can take out as much as they want. And then there'll be over here there'll be disapprove, and you can actually click it and it will kill that actual access for them. So check out your wallet. It's totally safe. Do what I did, just connect it real quick, go to approval and see if you're safe or not. Because especially if you're a link clicker, I don't know what these links do in these Discord and stuff because I haven't clicked them. They could be getting access to your wallet or something. They could be connecting. Probably it's always through a token or an NFT of some sort, but I don't know how good these guys are. Amazing. This is what they do for a living. I had one the other day, no joke, started talking to me. I called him out and then I started talking nice to him. And I was like, well, how much are you making doing this? He's like, I'm at work with guys from China. I work with guys in Nigeria. I'm like, okay, well, how much do you make? And he's like, for the last month, and he showed me a screenshot, and it could have been totally fake, of freaking 5.2 Bitcoin. That's freaking $300,000, $250,000 in a month, he said. Again, totally could be fake. I don't know. Could be really real, too. I just don't want you to fall prey to these people. So hopefully this was insightful, and with that, we're going to wrap this up. Remember the golden rule. It is always do unto others as you'd have done unto you. That's one of them. But the other golden rule is if it's too good to be true, probably is, especially with crypto and NFTs, guys, especially with crypto and NFTs. This is a dog eat dog time right now, and there aren't any crypto cops running around right now. So you got to protect yourself. You've got to be smart up here. Avoid the FOMO. The FOMO is where they get you, because they're all of a sudden you're like, I don't want to miss out. I don't want to miss out. You're running, you're clicking, you're giving them access. Next thing you know, you're broke, excuse my language. But with that being said, I'm NFT Jeff, and this is NFT for Newbies. Thanks for watching my channel. Please like and subscribe if you found value in this video. I'm going to be putting out a lot of content coming up right away. I can't wait to help educate all you newbies to being experts and beyond when it comes to NFTs. So I am out of here. Peace.